So, guys, the die don't cast. Shettima might be heading to the ADC. The question remains, is he going there to deputize Peter Obi or what? Now, take a look at this headline here. It says, explosive, Shettima to join ADC as Tinubu to replace him ahead of 2027. To deputize Obi? Facts emerge. So, guys, is Shettima going to the ADC to become the deputy to Peter Obi? So, guys, we know that the US pressure is on Nigeria, and Tinubu is becoming very careful. He's now opting for a Christian deputy, and that might make him to dump Shettima. Don't forget that some of the northerners from, the North Central, they've all warned that they are not going to tolerate it. Shettima must be on the ballot, but with the pressure coming from America, Tinubu might just want to play a safer game, to dump Shettima. Don't also forget that Shettima is said to have been accused to have links with these Boko guys, these terror guys. So he won't be a very good candidate for Tinubu to tell America, okay, this is the person I want to work with so that we can protect Nigeria better. We can save Nigeria better. So all of these things are on Tinubu's head now. Tinubu is now planning to dump Shettima to go for a Christian deputy candidate, and that is going to cause a whole lot of buzz, in the north and all over the places. Now Shettima's first option is to go to the ADC. The question is Peter Obi is in the ADC. Why is he going there? Is he going there now to deputize Peter Obi? Considering that Ahmed's brother came out yesterday and said Atiku shouldn't run, Tinubu shouldn't run, that they are old enough, they should leave the seat for a younger person. Now, is Shettima going there to become the deputy? Since the northerners, some of them from his area, they are insisting that he also must be on the ballot. So, guys, a whole lot of buzz is about to explode in the APC. Now, I'm going to allow you to take a look at this video just for you to know what is happening. Honestly, this is coming as a result of the US is really not happy with what is happening in Nigeria. Do you know that on Sunday, more than 100 persons were kidnapped from their churches? I mean, these terrorists invaded a community, went to about 3 churches, picked up close to 200 persons, 177 persons were kidnapped. And guess what? The police came out to deny it. But because, with the help of social media, the information went wide. Now the police has made a U-turn coming out to say, okay, that yes, people were actually kidnapped. Now you ask, why were they denying it in the first instance? Like you can see here, this headline here says, Nigerian police make U-turn, confirms abduction in Kajuru community in Kaduna. Initially, the police said it was a lie. And now also, Congressman Raymond reacted and said, genocide, I will suggest options to White House on how to protect Christians in Nigeria. US Congressman Moore. And all these options, dividing Nigeria is one of them, like you must have heard. Now, this one coming from Vanguard says, full list of worshippers abducted from Kaduna church on Sunday. Nigerians, almost 200 persons. How were they able to take all of them into the bush? I'm just like, the security agencies must come and answer this question. How were they able to pack young, able men and women? Almost 200 of them, 177, they were able to pack them into the bush. So, guys, this is one of the reasons why America is considering splitting Nigeria, because the terrorism in Nigeria is very difficult to fight. We have sympathizers, be it at government level, local government level, the traditional rulers, the clerics. We have sympathizers, and America has looked into this thing. For them, it's going to be difficult to fight terrorism in Nigeria, and that's why splitting Nigeria is now an option before Donald Trump. So, guys, I'm going to allow you to take a look at this video. Let me know your honest reaction. Take your time and really watch this video to get all the gist. Let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also turn on the bell notification for more. Now, take a look.
Now, based on what is currently going on in the All Progressives Congress about the vice presidential ticket for 2027, there are talks that Kashim Shettima has been mum, but that there is a possibility he will join the ADC to be a vice for the remaining 4-year term to Peter Obi. And a lot of Nigerians said such a speculation cannot be true. Kashim Shettima has alleged or pledged his loyalty to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Is it possible that just because he may not be considered as a VP, that he will be joining the ADC? Well, we're going to be looking into that in the course of the conversation this evening. Mr. Martins, good evening. Happy New Year to you.
Good evening.
Happy New Year to you, sir.
Happy New Year.
Welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yes. I already prepared the listeners that you would give it to them as it is expected, so they should just get prepared for you. Mr. Martins Onovo, it is a delight to have you, even though you're joining us via the telephone today.
Thank you. We're glad to be here.
All right, Mr. Martins, let's go straight to this. You know what is going on with insecurity in the country, Mr. Martins, and we've heard about the $9 million lobbying that the federal government, gave with the American government to supposedly put the narrative that it is not a Christian genocide. It was to correct it that, they want to continue to partner with the Nigerian government and with the American government to rout out Boko Haram, ISWAP, Mahmoud, Lakurawa, and all the terror cells in Nigeria. And later, we saw a particular report that was released about yesterday or 2 days ago about a man in Onitsha whose supposed source is what Trump relied on to do what he did on December 25. But the thing is this, Mr. Martins, is security, the effort from our security agencies has picked up. Today, we heard about 3 individuals, 3 of them, ISWAP recruitment agents were arrested in Borno. We also heard that the same operation Hadinkai in Borno were able to find out the supply chains of the Boko Haram, their medical supplies, where they keep their fuel, food items, and all of that. We've been seeing their Air Force really doing a lot of groundwork and Air Force work as well, in bombing the areas. And they have been prepared where these guys don't visit and they take them off. What would you say to this?
Well, let me not agree with you. Let me not agree with you because I think that there are contrary facts.
Okay, what are the contrary facts?
Yes, for over 5 years, we have insisted that the APC, the ruling party, is the direct sponsor of insecurity and terrorism in Nigeria. We have insisted in the public that the facts show that there can be no other conclusion. So this analysis is based on news information. In our opinion, is far from the reality. The facts are very clear, even to the blind. But because the ruling party is pushing a different narrative and the media is broadcasting it, people are getting confused. The facts are clear, very clear.
Mr. Martins, you're saying that people are getting confused because the media is giving a different narrative than what is realistically on ground? Mr. Martins Onovo. All right, we'll try to recall Mr. Martins. I think the network this time around, I do hope that we don't have issues, because I really want to hear what Mr. Martins' perspective is on this. Mr. Martins, I think, is of the same perspective of Barrister Darlington, that the APC are the ones who brought in insecurity in Nigeria. So he's not expecting anything different, and that possibly whatever it is that is being said in the media is not the truth. So if what is being reported in the media is not the truth, then where are we getting, current pictures of some of the bases of these stories that have been literally lit up? And the supply weapons that were also presented, where they got the fuel and all the access and avenues through which these individuals reside. The Nigerian army was able to post a couple of pictures, on social media and give us updates. So is Mr. Martins and Barrister Darlington telling us that all of that are false and videos or false pictures? Okay, well, let me try to reconnect with Mr. Martins, and then we'll see how a house would hurt itself for whatever selfish purpose, I don't know, or what it would be that something that was done by a set of people to gain an advantage decided on their own to possibly look for a means to quench the fire after it has escalated beyond their control. We're going to, Mr. Martins Onovo's number is busy. Okay, while we're trying to contact him, we're also going to be looking at Imo State. Now, something funny transpired in Imo State, and what is that? We heard in Imo State that Hope Uzodinma actually sponsored a pilgrimage of INEC members, INEC staff. Officials of the Independent National Electoral Commission in Imo State reportedly cancelled a planned pilgrimage to Jerusalem based on an expose. Hello, Mr. Martins.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, the line went off, and I was trying to call you on WhatsApp, but I couldn't connect with you there. All right, please continue. Go ahead.
So the facts are very clear, and no matter how blind anybody pretends to be, even the blind can see it clearly. We have had the very popular analysis made by Commodore Kujo Olawuni, retired, who the defense intelligence, And it was very clear. The government already knows these people are continue. So if the government knows the people, why are we deceiving ourselves? We know that she couldn't tell us that when he goes to meet the terrorists in camps, he goes with the kids. So the government knows the people, and we know their camps, and we're telling these stories for how many years? We're just deliberately deluding ourselves, and we have blood on our hands. Because the facts are as clear as crystal. Okay. General Benjamin told us, General Army, that the armed forces are not neutral. They are colluding with the armed bandits, killing citizens. What can be clearer than that? How else do you want him to express it? So it's very clear. In addition, why is the government paying terrorists and calling it non-kinetic police? What is that? You know where they are, you don't have to pay them, and you claim you don't know where they are. So have we become so stupid because of our corruption? Can't we think these facts are glaring clear? Did we forget that before Buhari became commander-in-chief, he said attack against Boko Haram is attack against the North? Did we forget?
No, sir. He said so.
Did we forget? Was I the one that reported it? Why are we pretending we don't know the truth? Everyone is pretending 200 million, pretending we don't know the truth. Okay, let's proceed. Shettima, when he was the Borno State governor, was the one campaigning for amnesty for Boko Haram. So why are we pretending? Modu Sharif claimed that Shettima is the founder of Boko Haram. Modu Sharif is the former senator. Modu Sharif is the leading politician in the country. Modu Sharif is from Borno State. So all these facts, we pretend we don't know. Things that are published in national newspaper, things that are on TV, we are pretending we don't know. Did the DSS not capture wanted terrorist Kabiru Sokoto in the Abuja lodge of Shettima? What was he doing there? He wanted terrorists. So we can continue to pretend and deceive ourselves. What thou shall not kill. And we are indirectly, by keeping silent, we are supporting the murder of citizens. Okay. Am I the one that made the allegations against Matawale? Is it not a religious sheikh? Was the allegation not corroborated by the former assistant of Matawale? Pretending we don't know all this. How long are we going to be pretending? How much more evidence are we looking for? We have credible evidence by people who are directly involved, military chiefs. And we don't know. Okay. The court in Dubai that convicted Nigerian terrorists, that same court judgment threatened terrorists to people high up in government, and you're pretending you don't know that APC is the sponsor of terrorism. Let the media continue pretending, and let them continue to push government.
But Mr. Martins, how would a house set itself on fire and point fingers outside as to, somebody outside set the house on fire when they were the ones that sponsored their house being on fire? Does it make sense?
Good. Thank you. Do you know that where insurance works, some just the house on fire, the same insurance money? So that is the fact. Leave those academic analysis. State is the fact. Okay. Wife of the late Brigadier General Oba. She said the life of a bandit more than the life of a soldier. That statement is deep. She said the life of a bandit. This is under this APC rubbish ruling party. She said the life of a bandit is worth more than the life of a soldier. This is the wife of a Brigadier General who was married by a young soldier who has spent over 30 years in the military. I think she doesn't know what she's saying. In our right, Major General, in case you don't know. Okay. The court in Dubai is wrong. General Dantuma is wrong. Olawuni is wrong. The Sheikh who is putting Matawale is wrong. Everybody is wrong except your academic analysis. I will
No, Mr. Martins, let's say something. Are we saying that we have a government that deliberately allows its people to be slaughtered like rams on a daily basis, kidnapped and maltreated like animals in a primitive form, to gain what precisely? To what? Because it has brought disgrace and embarrassment to Nigeria and its leadership. So why would they sponsor something that would deteriorate their government, deteriorate how they are perceived?
Excellent. Why is Boko Haram killing people? What is the official name of Boko Haram? You think the official name is Boko Haram? Go and check the official name of Boko Haram. It's in Arabic. And it has the word jihad, in case you don't know. The official correct name of Boko Haram is a nickname. The real name has the word jihad, in case you don't know.
It has the word jihad.
Jihad.
Wow. I thought it means Western education is a sin.
That's what Boko Haram means. And I'm telling you that Boko Haram is a nickname. The real name is in Arabic, and the word is part of the name of the group.
Mr. Martins.
So, what are you saying? Hold on. Oh, please, hold on. This one is Islamic State of West African Province.
Yes.
So, what other clarification do you want? Islamic State of the West African Province. Maybe I don't know what I'm saying. General Obasanjo is the greatest political figure in Africa. General Obasanjo accused the ruling of Islamization. So you think he also doesn't know what he's saying? Excuse me. You people, the mass media, continue to defend the ruling party. Maybe all of us are here. Okay. All this information, they are not right. But you have a confessional statement and you ignored it. Kawu Baraje was the leader of New PDP. He was the most strategic and the most powerful of the four founders of APC.
Kawu Baraje said that they were the ones that imported these guys from Mali and other Sahelian regions to come in.
So you know it. That's what I wanted to say. And he said they imported them for election. And you're asking, will somebody play the hand and say, what? Your purpose is not their purpose. Your purpose is good governance and security. Their purpose is to control the wealth of the country and to steal it. Please.
Mr.
What do they
Martins.
care if you're killed? What do they care if I'm killed?
Mr. Martins.
It's not your purpose. You are the one that wants security for yourself.
Mr. Martins, let's go back. Let's go back a little bit in time, but I'll be calling you with another number because this network is not good. Maybe I should try and call you on WhatsApp because you keep breaking and there are complaints that they want to really hear you well. So I will try to call you back on WhatsApp. So please activate your data. I'll call you back now. So the thing is this, basically, if we're to go back in time, way back in 2015, thereabout, before former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan left and, congratulated late President Muhammadu Buhari, we had heard at that particular time that the APC had written a compendium, that is several letters, to the United States government alleging that insecurity had literally pervaded Nigeria and that the Jonathan's government had no capability of handling this. They wrote articles, several reports, persons like Reno Omokri, also the current INEC chairman, Professor Joash Amukwiton. These were prominent individuals who wrote against the government of Jonathan. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu also, one of such persons along with his team, who actually, along with Amechi, who is currently in the ADC, these were persons who absolutely gave a breakdown of insecurity in Nigeria under Jonathan's government, meaning that whatever lobbying or narrative about the sponsor of insecurity in Nigeria and the inability of government to handle it started with this All Progressives Congress. So the question now is this, what happened from then till now? Mr. Martins, thank you.
I'm here.
Yes, this is better. I wanted us to go back in time during the administration of former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, before, he conceded to late Muhammadu Buhari. Can you remember that before then, we saw where the US was heavily pressuring Jonathan, where they refused to give him weapons to fight this guy, saying that the weapons were being given to the terrorists, where a couple of reports and articles released by the current persons in government against Jonathan's administration that insecurity has riddled his government and he doesn't have the capacity to handle it. Now, they alleged that Jonathan was the one, that is the PDP, they were the ones who brought in insecurity. And it was on that premise that Buhari was campaigned for, that being a military ruler at some point, he'll be able to eradicate these guys. How come it feels that the APC now says it's the work of the opposition to truncate their government concerning insecurity? The very same people who complain that it was, the PDP that brought in insecurity, and they were the ones who went to the US under Barack Obama at the time with the hashtag Bring Back Our Girls protest to say that Jonathan's government was incapable of handling insecurity.
Don't forget that it was Lagbaja that called us 200 million mumu. It was not me. So when I say it, nobody should blame me. I only agree with Lagbaja. The facts I have stated to you are incontrovertible and are in the public domain. Those facts include a confession by the most powerful figure in the foundation of the ruling party. Now, most of the other exposures we have are from members of the ruling party. These facts are very clear. Now, it was Buhari that said attack against Boko Haram is attack against the North. And he said that even before the 2015 elections. So all this idea of allegations and counter-allegations, forget about allegations, face the facts. Face the facts. Then when Boko Haram eventually started and the Jonathan government used the military against them, it was the Shettima that started campaign for amnesty for Boko Haram. So what is confusing here? The case is very straightforward. The ruling party, APC, in case you don't know their name, they are the direct sponsor of insecurity and terrorism. Okay, under Malami, they said they had the names of 400 terrorist sponsors. Have they released those names?
They've released about 15 of the names.
Okay, do you think that if those people are opposition, they will not release their names? So this is why Lagbaja called us 200 million. We're not using our brains. Because corruption has closed our brains. We have refused to think. We're just thinking about how to put money in our pockets. Nobody's thinking clearly. They said they used their own mouth. We didn't tell them how many sponsors they had. They said they had 400 sponsors. Why are they hiding the names of the sponsors? They are hiding the names because they are their members. And then, unfortunately for them, Kawu Baraje has exposed them. This Sharif has exposed Matawale. Modu Sharif said Kashim Shettima is the founder of Boko Haram. Is my name Modu Sharif? Modu Sharif is a former senator and a very high-ranking politician.
In the APC.
And a member of the APC. The fact is everywhere. But Nigerians will always close their eyes to the facts. And find some silly logic what is logic? Calling it logic is silly absurdity. To use to justify what is very clear. So these facts are there. Number one, the terrorists, when they attack, they shout Allahu Akbar. Then ISWAP means Islamic State of West African Province. And you are asking me who they are? Their name tells you who they are. Go and check the proper name of Boko Haram. Not Boko Haram. Boko Haram is
Western education.
Their proper name has the word jihad. Hello?
I can hear you. I was trying to tell you that Boko Haram means Western education is a sin.
No, you can't tell me that. I'm telling you that's their street name. They have a formal name. Okay. Formal. And that formal name has the word jihad. Their formal name is not Boko Haram. It has jihad. J-I-H-A-D. It has jihad. So clearly they're fighting a jihad. And what their proper name means is those for the teachings of the Prophet and for jihad. So you are now asking, what is the purpose? Why are they killing people? When their name has jihad. Then ISWAP is Islamic State of the West African province. Then Obasanjo told you that there is an Islamization campaign. My friend, there is nothing blood here. There is nothing gray here. Everything is clear. Then Kawu Baraje confessed that they imported these people for elections. Okay, just go to any AI and ask the origin of terrorists in Nigeria and see what it tells you. So these things are clear, but Nigerians, out of corruption, greed, everybody avoids truth. How are we going to get out of this mess if we keep avoiding the truth? It's only the truth that can set us free. We are in extreme poverty, we are in insecurity, and we are persisting in our errors.
All right.
Why can't we stop and save ourselves?
You made a statement here, Mr. Martins, where you said that the military colludes with this terrorist. And there have been reports about the ill treatment of our Nigerian soldiers. For example, several Nigerian Army personnel attached to the Nigerian Army Training Center in Kontagora, Niger State, they accused their commanding officer of subjecting them to inhumane living conditions. We've also heard on several occasions that some of the Nigerian soldiers work as spies for Boko Haram because Boko Haram pays them a lot of money. We've also heard that Boko Haram go to these communities and tell the young soldiers or the young boys not to join the Nigerian army because they wouldn't pay them well. These men are complaining that their measured daily allowance of 5,000 naira is being denied them, that they have been there since 2025. They refuse to disclose their names and their identities for fear of reprisals. And according to them, their mandate is to train newly recruited soldiers for deployment to Nigeria's conflict-ridden northeast, where Boko Haram insurgents continue to operate. But that they are 9 in number, and they are currently responsible for preparing hundreds of recruits for frontline combat. But however, they said they're being treated like slaves. They said they're eating very poorly, ill treatment, monies are not given to them, and they have been there. And if you talk, they'll put you in the guard room. Do you think that's why the military is polarized, and that's why we have such porosities when it comes to intelligence and information amongst them?
Well, I think that the military is a very regimented organization. And because it's a very regimented organization, which it should be, they follow the lead of whoever is commander-in-chief. So if the commander-in-chief is the leader of the political party that is the direct sponsor of insecurity and terrorism, you think the military will go and fight the terrorist? I think it is very naive for Nigerians to expect an APC regime to fight APC terrorists. That is very naive. That is the 200 million mumu. That is the meaning. You expect me to fight my own men? Where is the pretense here? You have allegation. You have a confession. What are you investigating? What are you researching? Why are you asking me these questions when the facts are clear? If you say they're not clear, I've assembled them for you.
All right, Mr. Martins. Let's move on to...
There are more.
Okay.
There are more. Because community people said that normally before the terrorist attack, the Nigerian military comes to search for their own arms and take away their hunting guns so that they are defenseless. And that immediately the military goes, the people arrive. How many times did you hear that? How many protests did you see women wearing black in Plateau? So what evidence are you looking for? Each of the 20 items of evidence we have assembled point directly to the ruling party. Okay, did you see the speed and the effectiveness that the Nigerian military used against the Benin Republic coup plotters? Did you see the speed? Within 24 hours, the Nigerian military bombed the coup plotters and crushed the coup. Why? Why? But they cannot bomb terrorists. We know the camp. We know their name. We know their... What are you telling me? What did the coup plotter in the Republic do to us? These vagabond APC terrorists, they shot down our Alpha jet. They shot down our military helicopter. We didn't do anything to them. We are pampering them. We are paying them salaries. And you are looking for who is the sponsor. Continue to look now. Let the Nigerian media, all the editors, please continue to look for this cause of terrorism in Nigeria. I'm not looking with you. I'm not one of the 200 million mumu. I know the sponsor. Every reasonable person knows the sponsor.
All right, sir. Let's move on to the ADC. Atiku today called out and said that persons should stop insulting him and Mr. Peter Obi, and that it doesn't make any sense for the opposition to be seen as they're not being united. Ever since Peter Obi joined the ADC, there have been contrasting statements and perceptions and feelings, specifically from their various supporters. For the obedience, some of the obedience, or majority of the obedience, a couple of them are not comfortable with the set of persons in the ADC. They said in 2023, these were the persons that Peter Obi ran against, and he wanted to prove something. We cannot continue in the same political circle of perceived corrupt individuals who are only interested in power and not for the interests of the people. Now, a couple of them say that Peter Obi is now lying in bed with the same bedfellows that he had once condemned, and that the kind of political trajectory he wanted to start off from was one that was based on credibility. All right. But, there have also been backlashes. Some persons believe that Atiku should be the presidential candidate, Peter Obi the vice. Peter Obi said nobody has approached him about that. Others believe that if the ADC wants to have a strong contention against the All Progressives Congress, Peter Obi should be the presidential candidate. Meanwhile, for the APC, there are talks that the president may not be fielding Shettima, and that Shettima may join the ADC to be Peter Obi's vice, if at all, the primary is conducted and he emerges as the president or the flag bearer of the party's ticket. How do you see all of these conjectures and speculation and opprobrium?
Well, the first thing is that I'm not a member of the ADC. Okay. I don't want to be a busybody prognosing in their affairs. We have our own plans to establish our credible alternative. So that's what we're working on. In my clear opinion, following the facts as usual, Peter Obi won the 2023 elections with a very wide margin, very wide. Unfortunately, the ruling party conspired with INEC and published fraudulent results. And anybody who wants to argue with me, I'm not interested in worthless arguments. To know who won the election, bring the polling unit results. Simple. Why are you hiding them? You say you switched off IREB, you say it failed. Okay, what about the paper? The paper results, bring them out. They were subpoenaed in court. INEC did not bring them. What is INEC hiding? INEC is hiding because the polling unit results will see that LP won the election. The ruling party could not get 14% in Lagos State, where their candidate lives and was governor. So they failed woefully. So I don't want to start speculating about ADC. I think that, like Babangida said, Tinubu and Atiku, they are too old. Babangida said it. Do you need Babangida to tell you that if you are not 200 million mumu? Atiku, I think, is going to be 79 this year. 2027, we want to be president at 80. Tinubu is about 90. He wants to be president. So what is all this?
So if that's the case,
are we not the two who that Labaja called us?
Would you say Peter Obi made a mistake in joining the ADC? Do you think he should have remained in the Labour Party, considering what was going on in the Labour Party? And what could
No. You see. I'm not his advisor. Yes, we support.
Yeah. Okay. Hello, sir. Hello, Mr. Martins. Mr. Martins. Can you hear me? Can you hear me,
very clearly?
All right, you were skipping. Please go ahead.
I can hear you very clearly.
All right, go ahead, sir. Continue.
We supported Labour Party in 2023, following our leader, Chief Dr. Obasanjo, who was very clear about lesser evil. And that...
Hello, Mr. Martins. Are you getting a call?
It's perfect. No.
Okay, because it's interrupted. All right, continue.
So it was clear to us that the Labour Party not only had the best chance, but was the lesser evil, as theorized by Chief Dr. Obasanjo, former president. We supported the Labour Party. The election was clearly won. It was stolen. So these ADC things, since I'm not their member, I may become an interloper to get in their affairs. But I think a few things are very clear. At 80, Atiku is too old, like Babangida said. At 90, Tinubu is too old, like Babangida said. So do we need Babangida to tell us that? Are we not the same people that put retirement age at 60 and the regular retirement at 55? So what is this problem with 90-year-olds? Biblical life expectancy is 70. In my opinion, Peter Obisef is too old. In my own opinion.
Really? At 64
we need under
years?
60. Yes, we need under 60. We need under 60. That's in my own. That's I said in my own opinion.
So where are these under
That's personal
60s?
opinion.
Where are these under 60s that are supposedly vibrant and can lead? Because there's a problem with.
What do you mean? I ran for president in 2015.
Okay.
And I won the election clearly. Forget the Nigerian fraud. I won the election clearly. INEC knows that I won the election.
In NCP at the time?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Martins, you made statements about an alternative. If a primary is held, let's say party primaries will be held sometime in June, that is if the Electoral Act is not assented to. You know that in the Electoral Act, there are changes to be made whereby November elections will be held, and afterwards, you know, anything that has to do with elections will be done with before May 29 the following year, until possibly that is accented to by the House and the President, because they've not yet decided on that. A majority of the House members have not decided on that to pass it as a law. We do not know yet. But if it is something that they bring back and consider, there's a tendency that elections may take place this year. We do not know. INEC is already trying to, you know, accelerate the registration and process and PVC and all of that. In that regard, Mr. Martins, do you think opposition political parties are ready? Do they look ready to be formidable against the All Progressives Congress?
Opposition political parties are very ready. What do you mean, are they ready? Is the ruling party ready?
Are the ruling party feels ready?
You present your candidate and you present your manifesto. What is readiness? That's readiness. You present your candidate, you present your manifesto. The people make their decision. Well, what is readiness? The political negotiations will normally go on. So what is readiness? Readiness is a candidate and a manifesto. So nobody is ready yet because no candidate has emerged.
The ADC says they're ready and they're very confident that they will win the elections in 2027.
Just like they have been saying rubbish that just like they were saying rubbish that it is PDP that brought the terrorists when they know they brought the terrorists. And they have been exposed and they have even exposed themselves. So why should I listen to trash talk? How are they ready? Can Tinubu win primary? Was he endorsed in the Northeast? Has their former chairman not gone to ADC? The former chairman of APC?
Yes.
Chief John Oyebu, His Excellency.
Yeah.
Has Malami not gone to ADC? So just wait. Everybody's going to leave APC. You just wait. just wait.
Mr. Martins, they say there's a gentleman agreement that it is the time of the South. But when you hear the South, it almost feels like no other opposition candidate should be presented from the southern region. It's almost like the opposition should just accept that let Tinubu do the 8 years, since it's the time of the South. So even if there is an opposition, it should be an opposition on paper, but not in reality. Let Tinubu just do it. Whenever it means South, it almost feels like South is Southwest. And then any other candidate that presents themselves is attacked. Possibly they don't want any form of opposition. Now, if a northern candidate presents himself, being the fact that it's still the time of the South, it almost feels as if they are trying to create chaos or they are being greedy because they want to remain in leadership as long as possible. How do you look at this scenario?
It's clear. You have said it. A northern candidate should not present himself, and that's why I think that Atiku Abubakar is wrong. He made the mistake of presenting himself to 2023. He suffered the consequences from G6. He suffered the consequences. I don't know why he wants to present himself again. So it's very clear. It's the turn of the South. people like El-Rufai have been also very clear about that it is the turn of the South. So the right thing to do is for every opposition party to present a Southerner. And there are many Southerners. When we do our credible alternative, we present a Southerner. And Peter Obi is a Southerner. Rotimi Amechi is a Southerner. So there are many Southerners. I don't know why you people want to limit it to a two-horse race. There are 20 registered political parties. There are 8 other parties ready for registration. So they are probably going to be 28 presidential candidates. So why do you want to limit it to the good old boys who have failed the country? Atiku.
Mr. Martins, can you hear me?
Why are you limiting it to that? So you see how the media also encourages the nonsense. Why are you limiting it to that? There are 20 registered political parties. There are 8 others ready for registration.
Well,
it'll be about 28.
Okay, we've heard about 5 of them maybe deregistered. ADCs amongst them. They'll be appearing in court in February for a decision to be made about that. So they're in a precarious situation.
Who told you they'll be deregistered? Who told you they'll be deregistered? You see, if the ruling party is not careful, they will collapse democracy. This extremism and this lawlessness will not work. It will not work. Take it to the bank. It will not work. They are planning and we are planning. They are planning and we are planning. It will not work. This desperation, extremism and lawlessness, it will not work.
Okay.
Is in every party. You go to court and against every party. You prohibit them from presenting candidates because Tinubu was an Abacha boy and he wants to use Abacha tactics where the 5 political parties adopted Abacha. That's what they are doing because he knows he will fail. And he will fail worse than he failed in 2023. He knows it. I know it. We are politicians. We all know it. Free and fair election, he will not get 10% of the votes.
Okay, let's see how it goes. Now, as it stands, Mr. Martins, another talk is concerning the electoral reform. There are talks that if the electoral reform, if something is not done about it between now and November, a repetition of what transpired in 2023 may actually take place in 2027. So what is impeding INEC from doing a total overhaul of a lot of anomalies that were experienced in 2023? The previous INEC chairman did not address the anomalies and the porosities witnessed, and now he's no longer there. There is high expectation on Professor Joash Amubito to do the needful. So how do you see this particular scenario as well?
You are the one who has high expectations for INEC, and I don't know why you want to have high expectations for the same INEC that has failed you repeatedly. So on what basis do you have the high expectations? And secondly, is INEC independent? Did you read the WISE report? The Electoral Committee report set up by Yaradua? Have those things there, have they been done? So you have a situation where the INEC acts like an electoral committee of the ruling party, where the people are appointed, remunerated, and rewarded by the ruling party. And then they do the kind of dirty thing they did in... INEC is the greatest enemy of democracy in Nigeria. What did they do in 2023? Is that how to do election? You claim that IREV switched off. What about the paper? Bring the paper. There's paper before IREV now.
Yes, there is.
There is a result sheet from HCA. Bring that one. Let us see who won election. You will not bring it. Then you switch off IREV. What's that now? And then 200 million people will accept it. Well, what's that now? So you see what we're doing. We're doing it to ourselves. Bring the paper. Let us even start with only Lagos State. Let the Lagos State INEC bring
the from ECAA.
They refused. It was appealed in court. They refused. What are they hiding? They are hiding that the ruling party lost the election woefully and could not get 14% of the votes. If you go to IREV, I went to IREV myself. No, I didn't send anybody because I didn't want reported speech. Immediately after the elections, Rivers State, Labour Party got over 70% of the votes. They reported another thing. Even BBC wrote a report on it while Nigerian journalists are sleeping, speculating. They can't face facts. They are afraid of facts. They are afraid of government. Are we not worse than dead? How many people can Tinubu put in prison? How much prison space does he have? How many people can he kill? Why is everybody afraid? Afraid of what? Mandela went to jail for 26 years. Where are the men in this society? No men. Everybody is a chicken.
Mr. Martins, a couple of persons who say Nigerians have died enough. Innocent Nigerians have died enough, and yet nothing has changed. That you expect them to still.
This is worse than dead. This is worse than dead. This is living dead. This is worse than dead. What is this? They tell you to vote. You go and vote. They don't count the vote. Then they put rogue taxes on you, devalue your currency, levy you on petroleum. What's that? We can't pay fees for our children, and we say we are living. Is this how to live? You go to Makoko, they drive you out, and you enter a canoe with your property. Which property can enter canoe? It's only your certificate you have there and the clothes on your body. What is that? What is that? We are self-destructing, and we are claiming that we are saving our life. Which life? Is this life? They kill the father, they kidnap they rape the mother, they kidnap the daughter. What kind of life is that? Then somebody is going to pay lobbyists $9 million. So what is that? In the meantime, they have accumulated how much debt on your head? Almost 200 trillion. How will you pay it? Then your children will wake up and continue worse than you. Then nobody thinks that they are expecting Messiah to come and save them. Messiah has come 2,000 years ago. Right now, Messiah told you to sit up and do the right thing.
All right, Mr. Martins Onove, thank you so much for giving us your input. But there are talks that Shettima may join the ADC, and the president may not, file him as his deputy for 2027 because of the whole Christian genocide and the monitoring of the United States of America and the antecedent, or would I say the perception about Kashim Shettima, that a Muslim ticket was not a good directive at all, was not a good ticket that flew. It presented Nigeria as a country that only practices one religion, and that is what destabilized, the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So there are some corrective measures that are being thrown out there that may be implemented. Recently in Bauchi, when the APC members met, where they are supposed to do what you call a amendment of the APC constitution, some of the members were not happy that Kashim Shettima's picture was not there along with the president, and they said it's not supposed to be so. So the talks are possibly, if Kashim Shettima joins the ADC, that it will be a strong win for them. Is there any way on this planet that kind of thing can ever happen? And in what way can that pose as a major threat for the APC, being the fact that a couple of Nigerians are not comfortable with Kashim Shettima?
Well, don't forget that the new PDP left the ruling PDP to join the APC. Don't forget that. Also, because journalists seems to treat the present, but we as politicians, we also look back. Where is this coming from? Don't forget that the attempt to endorse Tinubu for second term failed in the Northeast over the same Shettima issue. Because the motion didn't have Shettima. And the Boronu people and the other supporters in the Northeast made sure that the endorsement failed. That is the Tinubu all of you are afraid of. He couldn't even get APC endorsement in the Northeast. APCO. The same boys he's feeding and paying. He couldn't get the endorsement in the Northeast. That's the candidate you people are afraid of. A candidate that cannot secure 10% of free and fair votes. And then you are afraid because governors are joining him. Governors have one vote. Do they have two? Do they vote for anybody? Are the governors themselves, are they popular? These are desperados. If they were popular, they won't be joining him. They are desperados, and they are desperate because they are also not popular.
All right. Mr. Martins Onovo, thank you so much for giving us your time. Let's take reactions of Nigerians concerning assessment of what we have discussed this evening. We're streaming live on YouTube, so you can, be part of it while we discuss issues, and you can present your thoughts as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you, Mr. Martins. All right, let's take your reaction. Yes, let's take your reactions, ladies and gentlemen. The number to call is 08036929933, 08036929933, and the WhatsApp number is 0817 1756338, 0817 1756338. Mr. Martins Onovo is a former presidential candidate of the NCP, and you could hear him bluntly give you his own perspective to the issues we discussed today, unfiltered, although he held himself from exposing quite a lot as to what is currently going on within these political parties. The plans are ongoing anyways, it's normal, so they will just let the media know what they want to know, but they know what they are doing behind the scenes, and he has disclosed that a lot is actually happening that is being kept under the wraps. Obviously, it's expected both the APC and all the opposition political parties are doing the same thing, and you're going to see moves and counter moves as well to have an edge. So let's see what you think about what the gentleman had disclosed to us this evening. 08036929933, and the WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, welcome, sir. What's your name? Turn down the volume of your radio, please.
Hello.
Turn down the volume of your radio. That is why you cannot hear me.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening. Turn down the volume of your radio. Well done. What's your name?
I'm Mr. Victor.
Mr. Victor, calling from where, please?
From Job Barracks.
All right, Mr. Victor, please go ahead.
Okay, please, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, sir. Is this your first time? No.
Yeah, this is my first time of calling.
Really? Okay, let me ring you for you. Welcome, sir.
Okay, my dear, Happy New Year. How is your family?
Family is fine, sir. Thank you so much.
Mr. Esther, I mean Miss Esther.
Yes,
Is it
Miss
Miss
Esther. Yes, Miss Esther, yes.
Okay, I'm happy to hear your voice.
Thank you very much, sir.
You have been so nice explaining things to the whole public.
Thank you.
And Barrister
Darlington.
More grief able to you people. It's only Nigeria refuse to understand the real fact. And they are still dancing to their stupidness as we are. That God will send us to understand where we are belonging. Are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm listening to you.
Okay, it is well. That those that understand will live long. That's all I can say.
All right, thank you very much. I sincerely do appreciate you calling. 08036929933. That's the number to call, and the WhatsApp number is 0817-1756-338. Please, when I pick your call, turn down the volume of your radio. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Welcome. How are you?
I'm fine. My call is from Masaluku.
All right, Collins. Welcome. Please go ahead.
Yes, God bless you all there.
Thank you very much, sir.
You see, when our good questions are listening to help people to live in good work.
Collins, your number is breaking. Oh, you're seriously breaking. You're breaking seriously. Your connection is very poor. Collins, kindly call us back, okay? 08036929999. Turn down the volume of your radio. Good evening. What's your name? Turn down the volume of your radio. Good evening. What is your name?
My name is
TY. Turn down the volume of your radio.
Okay.
Have you done that? Hello, TY. Turn down volume. You cut off the call. Hello. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Why do you guys leave your phone on speaker? I have been chanting it. Turn off your radio when you call. Una no dey hear word.
Hello.
Good evening. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
What is your name?
My name is Aku, calling from Asota, first time caller.
Yay! Happy New Year. Welcome.
Same to you, my sister. How's work?
Work day or see us for here now.
All right. I want to comment now. Barrister, what is it called? Mr. Onovo is around.
Yes.
You see, where I want to comment on is every time they will be saying some of the south, some of the north, some of the south. I don't know where the arrangement was coming from. I don't know who formed the arrangement.
Sure.
Because when you calculate from the second 1999, when we have our second democracy republic, when Obasanjo took over till today, Obasanjo was there for 8 years and handed over to Yaradua. Yaradua spent 4 years, 2 years, sorry, and hand over to Jonathan. Now, Buhari have spent 8 years. Now, Tinubu now is spending another 8 years. Calculated in total, Tinubu is about to spend another 8 years. Calculated in total, you will see that the Southern have more years. And where I'm coming from is when Jonathan was there as a president, he's from our Southern, he's our Southern brothers. But the same Southern person went to the North and bring out Buhari. While Jonathan was not, his 8 years have not been completed. Somebody went to the North and bring out Buhari to take power from him. So at this arrangement of Southern term, Northern term, that is not what it's not constitutional anyway. It's not in our constitution.
Okay.
So my take is that come to ADC, if Peter Obi can agree with me, my opinion, let him go and vice Atiku, so that they will collect this power. I tell you, if Peter Obi can accept vice Atiku, before 1 o'clock, APC will pack to your house.
So guys, you have seen all what is happening in Nigeria. This is really a very tough moment for the Tinubu's government because see, Trump is very serious. Trump wants peace across the world. And Trump knows that if he doesn't fix some of these challenges, he will regret it when he leaves office because nobody knows who is going to win the next presidential election in the US. So Trump wants to use this opportunity to safeguard Christians. Safeguard Christians. I think this is just one of the pledges America should really make, to the entire world, to be that power that fights for Christians. Just as America is always there to protect the Jews. That's the Israelis. America is always there to give them that support. Come rain, come sun. But for Christians, we don't have anybody that protects us. And if the Republican is not in power, I tell you, the Christians suffer because you don't even know the religion of the person that is going to be taken over. We know that since Trump came into power, it has brought a whole lot of relief for the Christian communities. And the pressure Trump is putting on Nigeria is really working. It's really working in the sense that Trump is wanting that there should be peace in Nigeria. It's not just about taking over Nigeria. Trump wants peace in Nigeria. And now you can see that it might lead to the breakup of Nigeria. Now, talking about the insecurity happening in Nigeria, Shettima is going to face a whole lot of challenges, considering his track record. Shettima is going to face a whole lot of challenge in Nigeria ahead of his political career. It's not going to be an easy fight for him, for somebody. When he was in office, what did he do to stop terrorism? Rather, he was seen with those terrorists having photos, taking photos and all that. All these things, when people do things in the past, they forget that the future is still there. The future is still there, and that is actually what is haunting him now. Now, see how some Nigerians have reacted to this news of Kaduna kidnapping. This man said that particular commissioner of police in Kaduna State should be sacked for telling lies. Shame. I sincerely can't see this country develop if people don't get punished for anything, and those who make mistakes will always be abracadabra to cover their mistakes, and nothing will happen. Sincerely, no nation can develop like that. See, Nigeria is not really going to develop with the kind of today is forgery, tomorrow is genocide, today is forgery, tomorrow is genocide, the next day is wastage of resources. All manner of things happen and nobody's brought to book. This person said in a functioning country, the police who came out to deny the kidnapping would have been sacked by now. They would have even apologized. What the country are people still clinging to? Nigeria is on a free fall. The northern Nigeria has really finished this country. The pressure is too high, but then they continue to expose themselves to the world. So they finally admit it. Wonder if the next update will include we are also working on not losing track of people, or is that too ambitious? So guys, you can imagine how these terrorists invaded the church and were able to take 200 persons, men, women, elderly, young, children, youths, everybody. Almost 200. Hey, God, I'm just wondering what's happening in this country. Do we still have security men in this country, Nigerians? It's really, really so sad that things are really going this bad. And you don't even have who to beckon or you don't have who to run to. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this. Now, more of this reaction. The Nigerian police should have the dignity to apologize. Not all these grandstanding they are doing. It's also a kind of the re-election of duty for a commissioner. A commissioner of police not to fully appraise of what happening within area where he's a commissioner. The best he would have done in that instance is to ask for more information, more time to confirm, instead of outrightly denying people's reality. Really terrible job altogether. Speed return, we pray for those kidnapped. So guys, that is what this person is saying. Another person is Kajuru was meant to be one of the economic hubs of Kaduna, driving in revenues through tourism. Unfortunately, insecurity will not let the state reap the benefits of tourism around that area. That said, even when the Nigerian police made their denial, nobody believed them. Nobody believed them because they were obviously aware of the happenings in communities around Nigeria. One would imagine why they stayed in the city, issuing a press statement about what happened in a community where they obviously have no presence. So guys, it's really so sad that the police, the military, nobody was in those communities. Sure, the defense minister has really failed. He knows that his communities are prone to attacks. He did not even stage his men there. The police is not there. The military is not there. The terrorists coming out will take people. Oh my God. And these are Christians. So guys, it's time to say let Nigeria just divide. Anytime the North is able to kind of get itself in order, then Nigeria can come back together. Because as it is now, they want to Islamize. Why are they going to churches? Tell me why churches. I'm just wondering. Anyway.